The students who come here are already really good. Great use of language, a writer's way of viewing the world. That's what they bring. So what we try to teach is, our practical things.
My current teacher, John Brandon, banned me from writing sex for the rest of the semester.
First story I turned in, Barry Hannah, I thought it was an awesome story, and then Barry Hannah called it a cemetery of words.
I try to, as a teacher, humanize the experience. I try not to withhold from the students.
I always thought you get what you get in this world by working really hard, and that is part of it, but sometimes the writing life needs more than just hard work.
The primary value of an MFA program is, in this case, a 3-year opportunity to devote yourself to reading and writing.
Gary Short called me and let me know that I'd gotten a Grisham Fellowship, and I was just so excited because that meant that I had 3 years to focus on just my writing.
It really has been every single teacher I've worked with that's been a high point.
I read their books all the time. I talk to them constantly about what I'm reading and what I'm working on.
The faculty can create all kinds of structures within which the students operate. But the thing that makes any program distinctive is the students themselves.
I think I came up with a good one for
Okay.
figure eight,
Okay.
which is summations.
Oh, well, I see why that took you the whole time. You know? Okay, how do you spell it?
Our students are really good. They're also really congenial.
They let me come to the Super Bowl parties, and they let me on the softball team.
Softball team, understand there's a wonderful softball team that loses every game.
The student-run reading series is such a lovely thing, and the students organized it, and they have kept it going, and they've made it so appealing.
It's very well attended by not just the MFA faculty and students, but the community as well.
Oxford has a literary tradition, of course, with Faulkner and Barry Hannah.
Larry Brown, John Grisham, now there's Tom Franklin and Richard Ford, for crying out loud.
I wanted everyone to have the opportunity to meet Jessamine Ward if they haven't met her already, this year's writer in residence, and we'll be teaching the fiction writing workshop in the spring.
In America, being a novelist, being a story writer, God knows being a poet, doesn't really afford you a place in the culture. You have to make that place.
I understand what it's like to be so in love with what you're learning and what you're reading.
It's also just an interesting publication that would get you a lot of exposure, you know? So look and see what type of columns they have, and do you have something that would fit?
People can come and learn about writing and the life of a writer from people who are actually functioning as writers.
One bit of good news, Tommy's going to be announced spot number 24 on the New York Times bestseller list. And that's it.
What I was looking for when I went to get an MFA was a place where my writing was taken seriously, where it was put first. And I was told in a meeting early on that our writing should come first. And that was a great thing for me. And I always did put it first. That's how I think we approach it here, that your writing is the most important thing.
There's also been theses I've been on that I knew I was looking at a book, not a thesis.
Several students who've graduated have already published books, and we're just right now starting our 11th year. So to have this stack of books out there is amazing.
I got an AWP Intro Award last spring. That was probably my best moment here so far.
When you come here, we're going to take care of you, we're going to fund you, you write, you grow, you see what happens.
I'm having a great time here. This is the best program.
I never thought I'd make it in this program. I thought it was a big mistake that I got picked to come down here, but it's been the best time of my whole life.